I'm Sheena Larson, and I'm going to be demonstrating different blood collection techniques. So I'm going to start off with canine jugular. I'm pretending that I have already prepped the area. I've shaved it. I have alcohol. I have a sterile syringe and a 22 gauge by 1 inch needle. And so I would, in my prepped area, shaved, I would wipe with alcohol, and then the jugular vein is located on the ventral aspect of the neck, just lateral to the trachea. So it's in the jugular groove. So to occlude the vein, I would put my thumb in the gap by the shoulder, and I would be able to see the vein pop up. So I'm holding off, and I'm going to uncap the needle, make sure that the bevel is facing up, occlude the vein, and then I am going to go in, collect my 6 mils of blood, release the occlusion, remove the needle, and get Jessica to hold off for about 45 seconds. Now I'm going to go on to the canine lateral saphenous vein, which is located above the tarsal joint. It kind of goes up at an angle, and you're already occluding the vein, which isn't bad. That can build up a bit of pressure and fill the vein. And I'm pretending that it's already been prepped. I've shaved. I have my little bit of alcohol, and I'm going to wipe it. And once again, I have a sterile syringe and a 22 gauge by 1 inch needle. This vein can be quite floppy, so I would remove that. I would brace I would steady the vein with my thumb, and she's occluding, and I would just making sure that the bevel is pointing up. Inject, move back, release the vein. I would tell her to hold off, cap the needle, and I would apply a pressure wrap that can stay over the hind leg. Oop. His leg doesn't fit quite. There we go. Now I'm going to be demonstrating a blood collection on the feline jugular. That also is located on the ventral aspect of the neck, just lateral to the trachea. And the collection goes the same way. If the patient seemed uncomfortable, we could use a non-stick mat or potentially a modified towel wrap or something to make the cat more comfortable. So in my pre-shaved area, I would go wipe with alcohol, also using a 22 gauge by 1 inch needle. I would again put my thumb into the groove, occluding the vein, and I would just make sure that the bevel is facing up, and inject and draw back, collecting 6 mils of blood. I would release the occlusion, get Jessica to hold off for 45 seconds roughly. And then I would transfer the blood to the tubes. Medial saphenous on the cat, we would restrain the cat in lateral recumbency. I would have Jessica occlude the vein. That causes the vein to fill up with blood. And I would have already prepped the area, shaved it, I would be wipe with alcohol, have my fresh needle and syringe. There. This vein can be quite superficial, and I would just make sure that the bevel is facing up. Poke into the vein, draw my 6 mils, release the occlusion, remove the needle, and she would hold off. Cap the needle, and then I would apply a pressure bandage.
Being carried.